All right, here's a fun one. We're going to do a definite integral on this one. We're going to find the integral from 0 to 1 of arcsine x dx. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use integration by parts. We're going to let u equal arcsine x. And then du, if we use our formula sheet, it's going to be 1 over the square root of 1 minus x squared dx. Okay, the rest of the thing is, pretty simple because you're left with dv is dx, and that means that if we integrate that, we just get x. So now we're going to come over here and we're going to use our formula. So this is going to be u times v, so it's going to be x arcsine x minus the integral of v du. So that's going to be x over the square root of 1 minus x squared dx. So it's v times du. We just, x times 1 is x. That's why that goes on top. Okay. Now we got to use u substitution to solve this part. So in this part, we're going to use w this time so we don't get confused. W is going to be 1 minus x squared. And then dw is going to be negative 2x dx. Okay, so now we can go back over here. Remember, this part's finished. We just copy it down. Okay, and then this is going to be the integral. We're going to need a negative 1/2 to cancel out that negative 2. So we're going to put that out here. And then we've got 1 over the square root of w dw, which is, we're going to go here, cancel out those minuses. So it's x arcsine x plus 1/2 the integral, and it'd probably be easier to just write this as w to the negative 1/2 dw. Okay, so we can integrate that. Copy this down, x arcsine x plus 1/2 of, and that's going to be 2w to the 1/2 plus c. And then the 2 and the 1/2 cancel out right here. And so then we can go substitute back in. Our w is 1 minus x squared, so this becomes x arcsine x plus, and that's the square root of 1 minus x squared plus c. Whoops, we don't need the plus c because this is a definite integral. So we'll go back and change this. This is evaluated from 0 to 1, evaluated from 0 to 1. So we'll go over here, we'll plug in 1, so it's going to be 1 times arcsine 1 plus, and then if I plug 1 in here, I just get the square root of 0 is 0. So there's the front half of this thing, minus 0 times arcsine 0, so that's just 0. And then I plug, then that's plus, plug 0 in there, the square root of 1 is 1. Okay, and the arcsine of 1 is going to be pi over 2 minus 1. And there's our answer. There's our exact answer. You can figure that out with your calculator if you need a decimal approximation, but we're going to go with the exact answer, and there you go.